How are the wolves? Let us pray. O God of love, who has drawn these graduates together from the Carolinas, Florida, New York, Georgia, Maryland, Minnesota, Oklahoma, and California, even from countries such as Mexico, Netherlands, Canada, Nigeria, and Australia. God of grace, you have woven together in the ongoing tapestry of our Wolf Nation those who have studied, struggled, laughed, learned, cried, and celebrated upon these grounds. We remember Dr. Beggs and the faith he so inspired. These graduates have honored you, O God, with their learning, and today the Wolf Nation honors them with degrees. God of wisdom, thank you. Thank you for guiding them here. Thank you for blessing us with them as we call upon your gentle hand to continue to bless them in their next chapters of life. We are Wolf Nation because of academics and a common mission, but we are Wolf Nation because of this place and the love we have for it, and we thank you for loving us. God of mercy, we thank you for these graduates and their families and friends, for those who have lifted them up, encouraged, and inspired them, for their professors, coaches, trainers, directors, and staff members, and all of Wolf Nation. We are grateful, O God. We pray all of this in the name of God, who has many names, the greatest of which is love. Amen.
Good morning. As president of Newberry College, I welcome you to our December commencement ceremony. This has been a year like none before. Your class had to deal with circumstances that we haven't ever had to think about before. We have watched with pride and amazement as your class adjusted to the new norm, completed your graduation requirements, and are now moving on to the next stage of your life. The resilience that you have shown is now part of who you are. That resilience will benefit you for many years to come. We cherish the opportunity today to celebrate your accomplishment. Whether you've done this in person or virtual, congratulations. This happy occasion brings us together to celebrate the achievements and realized goals of the senior class. Seniors, in partnership with your professors and mentors, each of you have invested 4 or more years to cultivate your individual potential into this singular accomplishment today. Be assured that your investment in these years will continue to bear dividends throughout your lifetime. We are delighted to share today as we celebrate your accomplishment. Although we are here today to recognize you and your accomplishment, we would be remiss if we did not recognize some other people. Will you, the families and friends of these graduates, please rise and be recognized. Thank you. I would also like to recognize the faculty. We're a small school, but we have a collection of faculty that are some of the best faculty in the country. And I would ask them at this time to please rise and be recognized with a round of applause from your graduating seniors and from those here today. Please rise. Thank you. I also want to recognize the members of the Newberry College Board of Trustees who are here today with us. The members of the board serve with loyal devotion, providing us guidance and direction as Newberry College continues its journey to become one of the best colleges in the South. Lesaine Young is our chairwoman. If you would please rise. Sylvester, Eric, would you please rise and be recognized? I'm going to turn this over to the chairperson of the Board of Trustees. Before doing so, I just wanted to say one thing that I shared with the nursing students last night, and some of you that were at rehearsal yesterday heard the same thing. As you leave today, be reminded that nothing is impossible, and that this world needs the first edition of you, graduating seniors. This world does not need another edition of your grandparents, your parents, sisters, brothers. The world needs the first edition of you. You bring something special to this world. So as I said yesterday and last night, do not let anybody dull your shine. Thank you very much. Here's the chairwoman of the Board of Trustees, Lesaine Young.
Good morning. On behalf of the Newberry College's Board of Trustees and as a proud Newberry College alum, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome everyone here today and to offer the board's heartfelt congratulations to the class of 2023. Commencement is always an exciting time. As Dr. Sharon's pointed out, it's not just an exciting time for you, it's an exciting time for your parents, grandparents, sisters, brothers, uncles, all of your extended family and friends who are here, along with the faculty, staff, and administration, who the board is also especially proud of for all that you do on a daily basis and the many, many things you do to have helped our graduates get to this point. Most often, we think about the degrees that you're about to receive. We think about those degrees in terms of academics, and clearly that is the first thing that we ought to think about. But I'm also challenge you to think about the degrees that you're going to receive today in a different way. All through my career, and now as a retiree, my Newberry College degree has hung somewhere near my desk, and it is right beside me at my desk at home. To me, that degree represents so very much. Absolutely, it represents the intellectual and personal development that came along with it. But it also represents when I was here and when you've gone through your years here, it's a preparation for our vocations, the abilities we developed here to leave as engaged citizens in our global society. And those areas of growth and development are the core of the mission of Newberry College in preparing our students. During your time here at Newberry College, you have not only gained knowledge, embraced challenges, and expanded the boundaries of your capabilities, but you've also forged lifelong friendships and connections with fellow students, professors, and mentors. As a Newberry College alum, I can assure you that this very special combination of growth and development, relationships and friendships, that will be one of your strongest assets throughout your future. We are here today to watch you leave as an alumni of Newberry College with your degree. You are really leaving also with an imprint of Newberry College and all of its greatness stamped on your heart. And you leave here carrying our love and our best wishes for much success and great joy. To the class of 2023, I say congratulations. May God speed as you move forward in your lives and your careers with Wolf Pride. Thank you.
Each year, the students at Newberry College, through the Student Government Association, select a Professor of the Year. This faculty member then becomes the invited speaker at the December commencement. This year, our speaker is Dr. John Lesaine. Dr. Lesaine earned his doctorate in education from the United States Sports Academy. He also holds master's degrees from Valdosta State University and Capella University, as well as a Bachelor of Science degree in sport management from Newberry College in 2007. Dr. Lesaine returned to Newberry College in 2009 as the assistant women's basketball coach and joined the faculty in 2012 as an assistant professor of physical education. He currently serves as Associate Dean and Associate Athletic Director for Student Athlete Success and Associate Professor of Physical Education. Dr. Lesaine has been recognized numerous times for his efforts in the classroom, as he was also voted Newberry College Student Government Association's Professor of the Year in 2015, 2016, and 2021. He also received the South Carolina Independent Colleges and Universities Excellence in Teaching Award for Newberry College for the 2016-2017 school year and was named to the 2019 class of the South Carolina Black Pages Top 20 Under 40. In addition to mentoring and teaching students at Newberry College, Dr. Lesaine also referees football on the middle and high school levels and basketball on the high school and college levels. He also serves his community in other ways as a proud member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. It is my honor to introduce the Fall 2023 commencement speaker and a man who has become a dear friend of mine, Dr. John Lesaine.
First, giving honor to God, who is the head of my life, to Jesus Christ, who is indeed the reason for this holiday season, to the sweet Holy Spirit, which connects the dots for each and every one of us, to the members of the platform party, to my great colleagues, the illustrious faculty and staff of Newberry College, to our families and guests, most importantly, to the December 2023 graduating class of Newberry College, I bid you good morning and season's greetings. It is indeed an honor and a privilege to stand here before you today. And graduates, it is indeed an honor and a privilege to share this special moment with you. You fought hard. Everything wasn't great all throughout these 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. You persevered. There was heartbreak. There was tears. There were some smiles and victories, but you're here. And that's the most important thing. And we're happy that you are here. We're happy that you have made it to this point in your lives. Now, if you know anything about Dr. Lesaine, I like to have you talk to each other. So in good Baptist way, graduates, I want you to turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, I need to hear this. Neighbor, you need to eat and leave no crumbs. I need you to turn to your other neighbor and say, neighbor, you need to eat and leave no crumbs. Now turn and find somebody behind you or something like that and point at them and say the same thing. Neighbor, you need to eat and leave no crumbs. Eat and leave no crumbs. Y'all, I love my family. I love my family. One thing I love about my family, when we get together and we do stuff, we do it big and we do it well. And we really do it big and we really do it well when there is actually food involved. Now, a few weeks ago for Thanksgiving, at my aunt's house, walking in the house and smelling all the aroma and everything and seeing all the food laid out on the table. And we're right there in great anticipation because we know what's about to go down in about 5 or 10 minutes. And then finally my aunt announces, all right, y'all, the table is set. It is time for you to eat. And boy, did we eat. And boy, did we not leave any crumbs on that day. Newberry College graduates, this class, December graduating class of 2023. The table is set. It is time for you to eat and leave no crumbs. Now, that statement or, that expression might elicit some confusion in people's minds about Lesaine, what do you mean when we say we need to eat and leave no crumbs? When I'm talking about the fact that we need to eat and leave no crumbs, I'm saying that you need to be committed to living a life of excellence. Be committed to living a life of excellence, that everything that you do it well. I know you're hungry for greatness, and that's great. But get this, the world is also hungry for your greatness as well, because there's a great need for each and every one of you. There's a place for you in the world, and the world needs for you to eat and leave no crumbs. The world needs for you to do everything and to do it well. The world needs for you to do it with a sense of excellence. But understand this, to eat and leave no crumbs, we have to have the right mindset. Because if we do not have the right mindset, no matter what it is that we try to do, no matter where it is that we try to go, we will end up spinning ourselves in circles. So in order to eat and leave no crumbs and to live this life of excellence, there's a few things that you need to keep in mind, and there's a few things that you're going to need to do. The first thing that we need to do when we talk about eating and leaving no crumbs, living a life of excellence, is you need to show up. Now, you just don't need to show up. I really need for you to show up. Let's say, what do you mean when you say you don't need for me just to show up, but for me to really show up? You need to show up as the best version of you. Wherever it is that you go, wherever it is that you do, you need to show up as the best version of you. Dr. Shares just said that we don't need a cheap carbon copy of anybody else. He just said that we need the first version of you. I like that, but I'm going to take it a step further, Dr. Shares. Not only do we need the first version of you, we need the best version of you. Do not confuse activity with achievement. Just don't think that you can just show up and things are going to be handed to you. You have to be committed to doing the work. You got to be committed to putting the best foot forward. The best version of you. The best version of you, Lauren Alston. The best version of you, Booker Cusack. The best version of you, Malik Devine Brown. The best version of you, Aiden Listerman. The best version of you, Taylor Monahan. This is what this world needs. The best version of you. So just don't show up. Show up as the best version of you. Why also should you show up as the best version of you? Well, you are a masterpiece. And the psalmist said in Psalm 119 and verse 14 that I will praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And you were fearfully and wonderfully made. And because you are fearfully and wonderfully made, we need the best version of you. So show up as the best version of you. Now, the second part of leaving no crumbs and living this life of excellence is the fact that you need to take your place at the table. Proverbs 18:16 says that a man's gifts will make room for him and bring him before many great men. The table is set. It is time for you to take a seat at that table so that you can eat and so that you can leave no crumbs. Now, there's an interesting thing about the table that you have to be mindful of. The first thing that you have to be mindful about with the table is the fact that there's going to be some people who are going to be sitting at that table who think that you might not deserve to be there. There might be some people who think that you don't have the qualifications to be at that table. Let them hate. You sit down and you eat and you leave no crumbs anyway. Why? Because what God has for you, it is for you. It is not for anybody else. So if they want to hate, you let them hate. If they want to hate, you make them watch you eat and leave no crumbs. You sit down at that table. If God placed you there, you deserve to be there. Don't you ever forget that. Now, the other thing about the table is this. You got to remember this. Everybody can't eat with you. So you have to be mindful of who you have in your circle. You can't bring everybody to the table with you. Why? There's going to be some people who are going to be looking at what's on your plate and not looking at what's on their plate. Certain people are going to be trying to eat off of your plate and not worried about what's on their plate. Make sure that you surround yourself with people who are going to pour into you just like you can pour into them. But take your seat at that table. Now, lastly, when it comes to eating and leaving no crumbs, don't forget about your utensils. I'm going somewhere with this. Don't forget about your utensils. Trust your talent. Trust your abilities. God did not slice you. He gave you exactly what it is that you needed in order to eat and to leave no crumbs. Trust your talent. Now, this takes me back when I think about trusting your talent and we talk about utensils that we can use to eat and to leave no crumbs. This takes me back to when I was a sixth grader at Alkaloo Elementary School in Alkaloo, South Carolina. Some of y'all don't even know where that's at because when you pass through it in 3 seconds, yeah, it's between Manning and Sumter off 521. Alkaloo Elementary School, very small community. But in my sixth grade principal, her name is Dr. Gwendolyn Hudson Harris. Every single morning over the loudspeaker, she would recite a poem to us called Equipment by Edgar Allan Guest. And that poem goes a little something like this. Figure it out for yourself, my lads. You've all that the greatest of men have had. 2 arms, 2 hands, 2 legs, 2 eyes, and a brain to use if you would be wise. With this equipment, they all begin to start for the top and say, I can. Look them over, the wise and the great. They take their food from a common plate. With similar knives and forks they use, with similar laces they tie their shoes. The world considers them brave and smart, but you have what they had when they made their start. You can triumph and come to skill. You can be great if you only will. You are well equipped for what fights you choose. You have arms and legs and a brain to use, and a man who has risen great deeds to do began his life with no more than you. You are the handicap you must face. You're the one who must choose your place. You must say where you want to go, how much you will study the truth to know. God has equipped you for life, but he lets you decide what you want to be. Courage must come from the soul within. The man must furnish the will to win. So figure it out for yourself, my lads. You've all that the greatest of men have had. With your equipment, they all began. Get a hold of yourself and say, I can. That's Equipment by Edgar Allan Guest. But I like to take this one step further. Get a hold of yourself and say, I can. No, get a hold of yourself and say that I will. Verbs matter. Words are important. Not that I can, but that I will. That I will leave no crumbs in the boardroom. That I will leave no crumbs in the classroom. That I will leave no crumbs in the hospital. That I will leave no crumbs in my community. That I will leave no crumbs in my home. Ms. Brian Siebels, you will eat and leave no crumbs. Melvin Lundy, you're going to eat and leave no crumbs. Tatiana Only, you're going to eat and leave no crumbs. Olivia Bradley, you're going to eat and leave no crumbs. Macy Burton, you're going to eat and leave no crumbs. December 2023 graduating class at Newberry College. The table is set. Are you ready to eat? It's time to eat and leave no crumbs. Congratulations, graduates.
Good morning. The Bachman Honor Society was founded on March 15th, 1962 by a group of faculty who were members of Phi Beta Kappa and others who were deeply committed to fostering high standards of scholarship. The society is named for the Reverend John Bachman, churchman and scholar, and the main guiding force in the founding of Newberry College. Each year, the society inducts new members from the top 8% of the senior class. This year, 5 seniors have been named Bachman Honor Scholars from those seniors who are prospective December graduates. Along with their membership certificates presented today, inductees into the society receive scarlet and gray honor cords to be worn at commencement, designating them as Bachman Honors Scholars.
Newberry College is pleased to induct into the Bachman Honor Society Lauren LaVon Alston. Newberry College is pleased to induct into the Bachman Honor Society Bodie Caleb Daniel Boyce. Newberry College is proud to induct into the Bachman Honor Society Emma Grace Dowd. Newberry College is proud to induct into the Bachman Honor Society Lillian Kate Drury. Newberry College is proud to induct into the Bachman Honor Society Luke Nathan Cargill Seals.
Congratulations to all of you who were selected to the Bachman Honor Society. Organizing and hosting an event like commencement takes a lot of time and planning and an army of people. While I don't have the time to name everyone right now, I would like to take a moment to recognize just a few people who have made this commencement ceremony possible. First of all, professors of music, Jonathan Hall and Chris Shepard, thank you for directing the music today. I'd like to thank Marshall Maddie, who is usually hidden somewhere, for his work with lights and sound. Members of our wrestling team who helped to drive golf carts to get some of you into the building today. And the people who help with a lot of the logistics, our administrative staff, thank you so much. I'd particularly like to thank Lisa Duncan, my executive, who has to make sure everything is running smoothly, from the programs to the places to the communications. We couldn't do it without you, Lisa, and probably if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have made it here today either. Let's give a hand to all of those who have made today's ceremony possible. I'd also like to recognize and thank the members of our faculty and staff who have been instrumental in making this day possible for our graduates. You've given your time and talents to support, encourage, instruct, mentor, challenge, and inspire each of our students. Thank you so much for all that you do. One of our beloved members of the faculty is not physically present with us here today. Dr. Mike Beggs, professor of religion, passed away on October 30th. I know many of you had Dr. Beggs for class. He was a tireless advocate for higher education and an inspiration to students, faculty, and staff. We miss him dearly. I also know that some of you have lost family, friends, or loved ones who are not here to celebrate with us today. I ask for a moment of silence to remember those who can't be with us today. Thank you. Graduates, as we introduce each of you individually, please follow the instructions of the marshals and enjoy your time. Audience members, as graduates receive their well-earned degrees, controlled enthusiasm would be appreciated since each graduate deserves to have his or her name heard by everyone present. I must also remind you that everyone should remain in their seats throughout commencement. Professional photographers are in place to capture these important moments for you. Fire and safety laws do not allow sitting or standing in the aisles. Again, thank you for joining us for the December 2023 commencement. Mr. President, I proudly present to you the members of the Newberry College graduating class of December 2023. Will the candidates for graduation, including those who are subject to any remaining degree requirements, please stand.
Having completed all the requirements for either a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree from Newberry College, and having been formally approved for graduation by the college faculty and by the Board of Trustees, on behalf of the faculty, the administration, and the Board of Trustees, I congratulate you and your families.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts: Lauren Levon Alston, Graphic Design, Hopkins, South Carolina.
Ms. Alston graduates magna cum laude.
Andre Malik Banks, History, minor, Coaching and Communications, Lincolnville, South Carolina. Degree awarded in absentia. Casey Jamal Brown, Interdisciplinary Studies, Charleston, South Carolina. Booker Cusack, Communications Broadcasting, Lexington, South Carolina. Janet Denise Roberson Brown, Criminal Justice, Lake City, South Carolina. Macy C. Wright Burton, Psychology, Clinton, South Carolina.
Ms. Burton graduates summa cum laude.
Haley Capitosti, Criminal Justice, minor, Psychology, West Columbia, South Carolina. Kendrick Dwayne Cox Jr., Psychology, Sylvania, Georgia. Hannah Marie Homa, Psychology, minor, Sociology, Columbia, South Carolina. Jaden Johnson, Communications, minor, History, Ladson, South Carolina. Rachel Lee Jolly, Art, Greenwood, South Carolina. Christopher Jordan, Political Science, minor, Public and Nonprofit Administration and Sociology, Chapin, South Carolina. Katie Ann Kuhn, Music, Pomeria, South Carolina. Aiden Listerman, Political Science, minor, Business Administration, Atlanta, Georgia.
Mr. Listerman graduates cum laude.
Maria Abigail Mesa, Psychology, Lawrence, South Carolina. Degree awarded in absentia. Titilayo Khadijah Robinson, Criminal Justice, Newberry, South Carolina. India Ruby Westery, Psychology, Lexington, South Carolina. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science. Andre Diego Amaker, Exercise Science, Sumter, South Carolina. Aja Simone Amos, Healthcare Management, Columbia, South Carolina. Christopher Blake Arnott, Exercise Science, Little Mountain, South Carolina.
Mr. Arnott graduates cum laude.
Trinity Alexis Blackman, Chemistry, Biochemistry, Irmo, South Carolina.
Ms. Blackman graduates cum laude.
Bodie Boyce, PE, Teacher Education, Bell Buckle, Tennessee.
Mr. Boyce graduates magna cum laude.
Olivia Faith Bradley, Health Science, minor, Chemistry, Pace, Florida.
Ms. Bradley graduates magna cum laude.
Kaya Renee Brown, Business Administration and Healthcare Management, Yemassee, South Carolina. Keenan Voshan Coates, Business Administration, Gaston, South Carolina, degree awarded in absentia. Luke Goodness Deji, Computer Science, Information Technology, Ekpesa, Nigeria. Malik Hakeem Divine Brown, Sport Management, St. Petersburg, Florida. Heather Leanne Dowd, Exercise Science, Walterboro, South Carolina. Degree awarded in absentia. Emma Grace Dowell, Biology, minor, Chemistry, Mount Airy, North Carolina.
Ms. Dowell graduates summa cum laude.
Lillian Kate Drury, Biology, Ballarat, Australia.
Ms. Drury graduates summa cum laude.
Shania Akira Farrow, Health Science, Greenwood, South Carolina. Tanisha Flagger, Business Administration, Mullins, South Carolina. Devontae Image Gambrell Sr., Business Administration, Anderson, South Carolina, degree awarded in absentia. Jorge Eduardo Castilla de la Garza, Sport Management, minor, Psychology and Business Administration, Mexico City, Mexico.
Mr. De La Garza graduates cum laude.
Cameron Jakari Gaiman, Sport Management, Sumter, South Carolina, degree awarded in absentia. Ashley Danielle Gillot, Exercise Science, minor, Psychology, Beaufort, South Carolina.
Ms. Gulot graduates cum laude.
Tracy Alyssa Hall, Business Administration, Batesburg, South Carolina. Jasmine Hamilton, Healthcare Management, Ladson, South Carolina. Reginald Bernard Harris Jr., Sport Management, Gaffney, South Carolina. Charles Ivan Henderson, Business Administration, Simpsonville, South Carolina. Caitlin Elizabeth Howell, Biology, minor, English, Lexington, South Carolina. Lucas Carlos Hoyt, Exercise Science, St. Paul Park, Minnesota, degree awarded in absentia. Mason Mabry Johnson, PE, Teacher Certification, Anderson, South Carolina.
Mr. Johnson graduates magna cum laude.
Lucius Keon Kennedy, PE, Teacher Education, Columbia, South Carolina. Degree awarded in absentia. Melvin Lundy, Business Administration, Sumter, South Carolina. Donisha Shania Mack, Exercise Science, Winsboro, South Carolina. Noah Mangum, Business Administration, Piedmont, South Carolina. Degree awarded in absentia. Gibson Allen Marsh, Business Administration, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Brianna Lee McCabe, Exercise Science, Chapin, South Carolina.
Ms. McCabe graduates cum laude.
Margaret Emma McMahon, Biology, minor, Chemistry, Sumter, South Carolina.
Ms. McMahon graduates cum laude.
Justin Dale Mitchell, Business Administration, Newberry, South Carolina. Degree awarded in absentia. Taylor Joelle Monahan, Health Science, minor, Psychology, and Spanish, Little River, South Carolina.
Ms. Monahan graduates cum laude.
Haley Page Moore, Exercise Science, minor, Business Administration, Greenwood, Delaware. Sana Maria Inga Pronk, Digital Marketing and Graphic Design, minor, Psychology, Eindhoven, Netherlands.
Ms. Pronk graduates magna cum laude.
Mary Ellen Pulliam Reese, Healthcare Management, minor, Accounting, West Columbia, South Carolina. Seth Clyde Rentz, Business Administration, minor, Art, Pelion, South Carolina. Margaret Catherine Runyon, Healthcare Management, minor, Business Administration, Charleston, South Carolina. Bria Rose Sanders, Exercise Science, Beach Island, South Carolina. Luke Nathan Cargill Seals, Sport Management, minor, Business Administration, Ponca City, Oklahoma.
Mr. Seals graduates summa cum laude.
Bryant DeMonte Trayshawn Seables, Exercise Science, minor, Sport Management, Winsboro, South Carolina. Jaquez Donnell Smith, PE, Leisure Services, minor, Coaching, Gaffney, South Carolina. Risa Marie Songko, Biology, Oceanside, California.
Ms. Sonko graduates cum laude.
David Luke Taylor, Exercise Science, minor, Sport Management, Somerville, South Carolina.
Mr. Taylor graduates cum laude.
Alex Dominique Thomas, Business Administration, Aiken, South Carolina. Degree awarded in absentia. Shelby Wicker, Elementary Education, Prosperity, South Carolina. Jose Pablo Zuniga, Health Science, Maynard, Massachusetts.
Mr. Zuniga graduates cum laude.
Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Nursing. Brittany Nicole Buff, Nursing, Blythewood, South Carolina. Marin Joseph Cleary, Nursing, North Charleston, South Carolina.
Ms. Cleary graduates cum laude.
Amber Marie D'Alfonso, Nursing, Apopka, Florida. Haley Mackenzie Fee, Nursing, Columbia, South Carolina. Tashana Destiny Nicole Flinch, Nursing, minor, Biology and Psychology, Ackworth, Georgia. Second Lieutenant Destiny Regine Sims, Nursing, minor, Military Science, Newberry, South Carolina. Kaylee Bree Suber, Nursing, Joanna, South Carolina. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Respiratory Therapy. Monica Lynn Bennett, Respiratory Therapy, Graniteville, South Carolina. Justin Lomax, Respiratory Therapy, Concord, North Carolina. Degree awarded in absentia. Christina Marie Summerall, Respiratory Therapy, Clinton, South Carolina.
Ms. Summerall graduates summa cum laude.
Lauren Woodward Talley, respiratory therapy, Simpsonville, South Carolina.
Ms. Talley graduates summa cum laude.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Science, Organizational Development and Leadership. George Keith Avery, Organizational Development and Leadership, Clinton, South Carolina. Nicole Borowinski, Organizational Development and Leadership, Del Mar, California. Devin Javon Clark, Organizational Development and Leadership, Newberry, South Carolina. Olivia Marie Diggs, Organizational Development and Leadership, Titusville, Florida. Laronzia Elmore Jr., Organizational Development and Leadership, Barnwell, South Carolina. Ryan Justin Harriott, Organizational Development and Leadership, Fort Mill, South Carolina. Tatiana Antoinette Only, Organizational Development and Leadership, Fayetteville, North Carolina. William Edward Lawson Reel, Organizational Development and Leadership, Edgefield, South Carolina. Jonathan Williams, Organizational Development and Leadership, Irmo, South Carolina.
Will the December 2023 class please stand? Mr. President, each candidate has now been presented. We are ready for the conferring of the Newberry College baccalaureate and master's degrees.
As president of Newberry College and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you individually and severally the appropriate degree to which you are entitled, together with all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations. This is a special moment in the ceremony. So to share this moment, I invite to the podium your faculty marshal, Dr. John Lesaine. Graduates, please remain standing. Or this could be Dr. Carrie Caudill.
Congratulations, graduate. What an accomplishment. My hope for you is that you have developed a love for lifelong learning, and that as you engage in this world, you will do so with curiosity and humility. No one but you knows what it's taken you to get to this moment. And it has been a struggle and it has had its challenges, but that has led to your growth. With that being said, will you please move your tassel? Congratulations.
John, have you said your piece? You're good. Okay. Graduates of Newberry College, you are now members of the Newberry College Alumni Association. As alumni, you join the proud tradition of those who have left here to distinguish themselves in service to God, their community, church, and the wider world. As teachers, as artists, as physicians, as advocates in medicine and ministry, and a myriad of other fields, our graduates have brought honor to their alma mater. Go with God's blessing, and may your path be paved with good health, true happiness, and much success. Mr. Sylvester Stallone, Newberry College class of 1987, on behalf of the Alumni Association, will now greet each of you as Newberry College's newest alumni. Mr. Coleman.
Thank you, Dr. Sharons. On behalf of the Newberry College Alumni Association, I want to congratulate each of you on the success you have achieved on this day. I know that you and your family members are proud of your accomplishment. This is neither the end of your journey nor the end of your relationship at Newberry College. Now you will go forth leaving as citizens and alumni of this great institution. I hope that your experience here at Newberry has been meaningful and that through your membership in the Alumni Association, you will continue to be a part of Newberry College. Wear the alumni pin with pride, display your diploma with honor, and reflect and share the memories that you've had here and your experience at Newberry College. Please stand now for your induction in the Newberry College Alumni Association. In recognition of having successfully completed your academic studies and all the requirements for graduation, I hereby confer your membership in Newberry College Alumni Association with the rights and privileges and responsibilities pertaining thereto, including a permanent and warm welcome when you return to the campus, the opportunity to support the college through annual scholarship funds, and encouragement to keep the college informed of your changes and success in your life. Congratulations, graduates, and welcome, new alumni.
Thank you, Mr. Coleman. Congratulations again to our graduates. And now Chris Shepard, Chair of Music, will perform the alma mater. Please stay standing through the benediction and the academic recessional. Congratulations. Chris?
Though small nor rich in worldly goods, our alma mater dear, we bless thy name, fresh crowned with fame in every passing year. O Newberry, we pledge to thee hearts and hands this day, our love, our faith, our loyalty, your scarlet and the gray. Our love, our faith, our loyalty, hail scarlet and the gray. When years have passed and the college days become but memories, though far or near, we'll all dear thy name, thy victories. Where'er we go, come weal or woe, for thee we'll work and pray. Thy loyal ones we'll ever hail, the scarlet and the gray. Thy loyal ones we'll ever hail, the scarlet and the gray.
Graduates, just a reminder, I'll be at the bell tower so that you may walk through and ring the bell. Now for the benediction. Because the world is poor and starving, go with bread. Because the world is filled with fear, go with courage. Because the world is in despair, go with hope. Because the world is starved for something real, go with truth. Because the world is weary of wars, go in peace. Because the world is not always fair, go with justice. And because the world will die without it, go with Christ's love. Amen.